everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute since I've done a makeup tutorial, but in this video we're going to do kind of like a golden bronze kind of makeup look, so if you're interested, stay tuned. And sorry for like the dim light, like my light's not working, but I do have my ring light, so I apologize if the lighting is not up to par. Without further ado, let's get into the makeup tutorial. Okay, so first we're going to start with skincare. I have the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion, oil-free. And I'm going to put this all over my face. Okay, so our next step, as far as skincare, I'm going to be using the Mary Kay Time Wise Firming Eye Cream. Just going to be using a little bit of that. Okay, and moving on further to skincare. So I used, and I'm going to give you guys like a sneak peek. So on this channel I have not revealed my makeup line, so you guys are getting a sneak peek before I like fully launch it on my channel. But I used the Janay Cosmetics I Am Renewed Lip Scrub. And I'm going to try to insert a picture just in case you guys can't see it. And this is in a scent strawberry, and it smells so good. So I used that beforehand. And then I'm going to put on the Janay Cosmetics I Am Protected Lip Conditioner. Put that on since my lips are kind of dry. Okay, so now that we're done with the skincare portion, I'm going to use the Essence I Love Stage eyeshadow primer. And I'm going to use a brush to blend it out. I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics 141 brush. Okay, so next we are going to use, it's called Revlon. Well, actually I've used it so much, it doesn't even have the label on it, but I think it's called Revlon Photo Ready Concealer, and I have the shade Light Medium. I'm going to take, let's see, what kind of brush do I want to use for this? I'm going to take, this is a Kenzie brush. It's like an angled blender brush. I'm going to take some of that on here and just go underneath my brow. Take this, kind of blend over top of it so it's nice and blended. Okay, so in this look we're mainly going to be using the Too Faced Natural Love palette, and we're going to be using the shade called Heaven right here, Heaven and Spotlight, and I'm going to mix those two together on the same BH Cosmetics 141 brush. So we're just going to mix those together, put it all over the eyelids. Okay, so now that we have that on the eyes, sorry if the lighting seems kind of weird, but hopefully, I have some natural lighting coming through the window, so hopefully it doesn't look too crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do like a nice bronze kind of look. I'm gonna be using the Milani Shadow Eyes 12 Hour Wear Eyeshadow in the shade 02 Brown Deluxe, and I'm gonna be putting that on my lids. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let me blend it out a little bit. Let's see if I have I'm gonna blend it out with this Urban Decay brush. Okay, so I put I don't know, really hope you guys can see this, but I put the Milani Shadow Eyes on the lid. Okay, so I'm also going to be using the Urban Decay Naked palette. You can see I've used it because all the gold is gone. My mirror is like gone. Most of these I've hit pan on. I'm going to go in with another Kenzie brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Buck. Actually, I'm going to use a Real Techniques brush instead. This is Beige Shadow Brush. I'm going to use this instead, just to get a little bit more in the crease. Now I'm going to use the shade Hard Smog. Okay, so now I have the color Smog on my lids. Now I'm going to use the shade out of the Too Faced palette called Makeup and Chill. Shade right here. It's called Makeup and Chill. I'm using the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro 17 brush. It's a little bit more denser, a little bit smaller, so we're going to put that in the crease. And just kind of put it in the crease, go back and forth, kind of like windshield wiper motions. Put some more in the outer corner. Okay. I'm going to use the same brush and I'm going to go into the shade called Spoiled right above Makeup and Chill. I'm going to go into the shade called Spoiled. And then I'm just going to put it in the outer corner. to kind of deepen it up a little bit. Put it in the outer corner. I'm going to go a little deeper. I'm going to go into Chocolate Martini, this shade right here. Tap my brush in there. Put it in the outer corner. And the main thing when it comes to eyeshadow is just blending. And don't worry if it goes over to the side, we'll clean that up once we do our foundation and our concealer. So if you want to actually drag it a little bit out, make it more smoky, that's fine as well. I'm going to go back into the Real Techniques. I'm going to take the shade called Nude, this shade right here. It's a light brown shade. And I'm going to put that right above so we can just blend that out. Adding a little bit more of Makeup and Chill and Spoil to mix together. Putting that back in the outer corner a little bit. Slowly raising it up a little bit up into the crease. I'm going to go into a shade, actually we're going to take it out of the Cartier's Pro Glow. I'm going to take the shade called Strobe. Right here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it under my brow bone. We're going to put that under the brow bone. Now moving on to foundation. I'm going to be using the Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation in the shade Fawn. I'm going to be using this blender that I got from TJ Maxx. And it's damp as well. Tap into the foundation. And just kind of just blurring it on. Soft, gentle motions. I have like a tan right now, so this is like perfect for the summer. Because normally I'm a little more fair in the fall and winter. But in the summer when I have a tan, this works really, really nice. And sometimes it's good to have like 2 or 3 foundations. Because sometimes you want more of a luminous finish, sometimes you want more of a matte finish. Sometimes you want like a fall and winter foundation, other times you may want a more summer and spring foundation. Don't forget to go down your jawline and your neck so that your foundation blends. a lot of people forget to go down their neck, and you don't want it to look like you're wearing a mask. Some people even cover their ears a little bit. And what I like about this foundation is it's light to medium coverage. Like I can still see my freckles and whatnot that I usually still want to show through. So this is not like a full coverage foundation, and I feel like it does like kind of make my skin glow, because it does say that it's infused with Glow Nectar Brightening Complex, so whatever that is. Okay, so we have that. I'm gonna use the Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal concealer, and I'm gonna do some highlighting with this, which I normally don't do, but we're gonna glow today, so. And I'm gonna use that same blender. And for me, I like to accentuate my cheekbones. So I put some concealer on right there. I do kind of have a natural contour to my face, so you won't see me that often using contour products just because I have a natural contour. So with makeup, you want it to enhance. You know, sometimes you can put too much on or overly do it. Sometimes you just want to accentuate the features that you really want to be enhanced. Some days I won't even wear like foundation. I'll just put on a BB cream, or I won't put on any foundation. And today I'm just doing like a full look, so I'm kind of putting on more products than I usually would, just for tutorial purposes. But it's all blended together. Ooh. I hope you guys can see that, but it looks really nice. Like my skin is already starting to glow. Like wow. Wow, wow, wow. I'm going to use the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I'm actually going to use this on the top of my cheekbones. Right there. Because I'm going for definitely like a dewy kind of look to this makeup look. Same blender. Just gonna blend that in, going up kind of above my brow a little bit. Okay. And now I'm going to be using one of my products from my brand that I haven't told like anybody really about on my YouTube channel. So you guys are going to get some sneak peeks with this video. So definitely subscribe to stay tuned for when I fully launch my makeup line. But I'm using the Janay Cosmetics I Am Covered concealer. My name is Janay. I know my channel name says Nene, but Janay is my first name. And I'm using the shade Medium Beige. Kind of doing like a little triangle. I'm going to use a smaller blender. It's a little damp. What I like about this concealer, it's not fully matte. It does have like a luminous matte kind of finish to it. But you could always make it more matte with a powder. But I personally like it because I normally do like more of a dewy finish. It's not as dewy as the, where did I put it? The L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is definitely like extremely more like dewy and glowy. And we're just gonna blend the eyeshadow kind of with the little blender. We're just gonna kind of swoop it up a little bit, more of like a cat eye kind of look. Okay. Now we're gonna do the other eye. So my shade is medium beige, just in case anyone is wondering. I don't go too light because I do have dark circles, so I don't go too light with my concealer. Some people go 1 to 2 shades lighter. However, this maybe, it matches my skin tone pretty. It might be like 1 shade lighter maybe, but it's pretty close to my natural skin tone, which is how I want it to be, but you can always go lighter. I'll have like a lot of shades. So if you definitely want to do that, or you want to use it to contour, you definitely will be able to do that. Okay. So now that we have that, I'm going to use the NYX Bright Idea. It's kind of like a contour or bronzing stick. It does have like some luminosity to it, which is why I got it. So I'm going to be using BH Cosmetics 115 brush like this. Just, you know, get some from here. Place it kind of to under where your cheekbone is. And I like this because it's like a perfect size and it blends really nicely too. I'll put some right here. I don't really need it all that much over here, but I'll take whatever the remaining is. But I definitely like to enhance my cheekbones since that's more of a natural feature that's pretty strong with my face. So just a little bit. I don't overly contour. You can do more if your face is more round or whatnot. I have a small face, so I don't want to contour too much. But that was the NYX Bright Idea. Did I tell you the shade? It's in I think it's an I or L. It might be BLLS 10, Maui Suntan. So just go by Maui Suntan because I'm not sure what is above that, but Maui Suntan is what the shade is for that. Okay. Then I'm going to use the Revolution Banana Deep underneath my eyes to set my concealer. Okay, so now that we're done with that, let me see here. Now we're done with that, we're going to use, mine is like really dirty, but we're going to be using the e.l.f. I think this is the e.l.f. Luminous powder. And I'm just going to take the BH Cosmetics 124 brush. And just use that to just kind of set everything. So I tend to try to put cream products before I put powder products. So actually I noticed I have a blemish. I'm going to try to cover this up a little bit. Forgot that that was there. Okay. Finish back with the powder. Okay, so now we're gonna use the Bare Minerals Invisible Bronze in the shade Dark to Deep. We're gonna be using that. I'm gonna be using a Motives Cosmetic angled brush. I'm just gonna put this kind of where we put the NYX cream bronzer at. Alright, so this bronzer has a little bit of like shimmer to it. Here, let me show you guys. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to use it, because it's really, really pretty. Next up, I'm going to be using the Janay Cosmetics I Am Delighted blush, and this is a nice coral shade. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to fully launch this in my line or not, but I'm going to still include it in this video. I'm going to be using the Real Techniques Sam and Nick small little blending brush, and I'm just going to swirl this. It does have like a satin, it does kind of have like a satin finish to it. Sorry, the way the sun is like shining through this window, it's like probably making the lighting look off, so I really apologize about that if you cannot see, and then my light above doesn't work. So sorry that the lighting is limited, but this is really pretty because I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has like a satin finish to it, and it's honestly like, it looks so pretty on the cheeks and really, really, really beautiful for summer. Just blending that out. So next up, we're going to do the brows. I'm going to be using BH Cosmetics Studio Pro HD Brow Pencil in the shade Brunette. Just defining them a little bit on the top and bottom. I need to get my eyebrows waxed. It's been a couple of weeks, so the sun was kind of coming through the window weird, so I closed the curtain, so hopefully that helps. But I just finished my eyebrows. Just finished that. And now, oh, before I forget, we're going to use the Tarteist Pro Glow. We're going to highlight. If I'm going in like a weird order from like brows to like cheeks to like eyeliner, I'm just going with the flow right now. And I'm going to be using Stunner. Actually, no, I'll use the shade called Fire. This top is kind of broken, so I don't want it to spill out. I'm going to use BH Cosmetics, the fluffy brush in 140, and I'm just gonna use that to highlight the top of my cheekbones. Use that to highlight a little bit with the top of the forehead, Cupid's bow. Woo. Guys and dolls, this looks just like, look at that highlight. It just looks so bronze. I don't have to do too much because I already have a tan skin tone. But you can use some of these products if you don't, to just highlight or to contour, bring more glow to your face. Okay, now I'm going to be using one of the products from my line. It's called Janay Cosmetics AM Defined Gel Eyeliner in the shade True Black. I'm just going to take an e.l.f. angled brush and just do the eyeliner on the top. Okay, so I tried my best with doing the wing eyeliner. I'm not that great at it when it comes to using like gel eyeliner. Could be also the brush that I'm using. Okay, so before I put on my mascara, I'm going to use Hard Candy Longwear Sheer Envy Setting Spray. I'm just going to now I'm going to put on the Tarte Man Eater Mascara. Interesting name, huh? And this is what it looks like. Okay, so now that we're done with the mascara, I'm going to show you two other products from my line that I'm going to be launching. I'm going to be using the Janay Cosmetics Supreme Cherish lipstick in the shade called Precise. This is what it looks like. It's a nice like caramel color. So we're going to put that on. Actually, I think I might want to put on a lip liner. Before I do that, I'm going to put on a lip liner, Jordana Easy Liner for Lips, retractable pencil in the shade Tawny. Okay, So that was my, that was the lip liner. Now for the lipstick from my line. It's in the shade called Precise. It's a nice caramel color. Kind of like what they used to call it back in the beauty community back in the day, your lips but better. Kind of like that. That shade. It's a nice nude, especially for women of color. It's a nice nude because sometimes for women of color it can be hard to find like a nude lipstick. Now the beauty brands have been doing a better job, but sometimes it can be hard to find a nice nude where it doesn't look too light or too pale. So this will actually work for most skin tones. Now for the next product from my line, the Janay Cosmetics Love is Trusting Lip Dazzle. So we're going to dazzle it up a little bit since we're doing a nice kind of like golden bronze look. What not a better way to finish the look with a bronze lip dazzle. So we're going to put that on the lips. This is in the shade Trusting. It's a nice bronze color. As you can see, this is what it looks like. It's a nice pretty bronze. So these two together, Janay Cosmetics Supreme Cherish in the shade Precise and Janay Cosmetics Love is Trusting Lip Dazzle are a good duo to use together. Now I don't think this will be on my website for some time, so by the time I upload this video, if you want to like go look at the shade or purchase it, it's not going to be available right now, but definitely stay subscribed so you know when all my products fully launch. This is available, the gel eyeliner, the lip conditioner, the blush, the concealer and the lip scrub I believe are not available yet on my website, but stay tuned. And I think I covered everything. I used a lot of products, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I put a lot of time in just trying to get it to look nice and bronze, but thank you all so much, and I hope to see you in the next video. Always remember that you're more beautiful than you think, you're more talented than you know, and you're more loved than you can possibly imagine. Until next time, I'll see you then. Bye guys and dolls.